This is What If Naruto Was a Ghoul Part 1. If you don't know what a ghoul is, it's from Tokyo Ghoul. Highly recommend watching the anime. It's pretty good, especially reading the manga. Alright, let's get into this. Naruto's going to be born, of course, and at the young age, I'm going to make it so he's born a ghoul. And when he's the reason he's born a ghoul is it's going to clearly be because one of his parents was a ghoul. I'm going to make him end up being a half ghoul. Like, he's going to be basically like Kaneki in this essence, but he's gonna have the powers of a ghoul, and he's gonna only have I'll make it so only one of his eyes transforms. Now, this is going to result in earlier on he would end up eating people, but instead of that, he doesn't know exactly how it works because he's going to be raised by a ghoul. I'm going to say there's going to be a ghoul that picks him up at an early age and is going to be raising him all the way until he can live on his own. It doesn't really raise him. It's more or less where the point where he lives at home by himself in the as per usual in the story. He's ostracized, but this school comes around and provides him with food properly. And Naruto doesn't know what the food is until a later period in time. He realizes he can't eat normal food. He tries it all the time. He even tries to eating ramen. Ugh, what is this? This is disgusting. Yep, that's right. Naruto doesn't like ramen in this one. Instead, when the ghoul comes around to bring him food, it usually consists of flesh. Naruto, at first, he doesn't even think bad of this anymore because he's been raised to know that he has to eat the flesh. And he usually consumes dead bodies or the dead bodies that are brought to him. But at the age of 9, he's going to have to actually start fending for himself. See, the ghoul who once brought him food has now passed on. He was killed by more or less entirety of another ghoul. He was consumed by another ghoul, and now he has to eat his own food and find his own. I don't know if I can kill yet. Can I really kill people? It's the same as hunting. He's convincing himself that it's okay. Now, I believe every single person that you eat, you start to, at least ghoul-wise, if you eat another ghoul, you begin to take some of their personality, at least, or I know that much, I believe. So, I'm going to have him begin eating people and gaining a little bit more of a mixture of personalities, more or less so that he gains much more strength, because the more he eats, he's plenishing himself, but if he eats a ghoul, he gains a lot of strength. So he's going to start off by eating people who have treated him the worst. For instance, he's going to attack a Chunin. This Chunin has always chased me, always tried beating me to a pulp. They've never been able to. They realized earlier on that my body is quite secure. No weapon can work against me. They try stabbing me, but they just break. The blades are meaningless compared to my skin. He's kind of laughing in his head maniacally. But this is nothing. I could consume these people and gain them for nutrition so I could survive. They're willing to kill me, so why shouldn't I be willing to kill them? He's going to basically stalk this guy home, and when the guy is going into his house, Naruto actually snuck in through a window and is waiting there. The guy sets down, of course, his stuff, and he's going to get ready, prepare himself for bed. As the guy is beginning to prepare himself for bed, Naruto quickly comes up from behind and snaps his neck. I decided to be a little merciful. Didn't want to put him through too much torture where he screams and causes a commotion. Naruto begins violently eating him. This is actually... this guy tastes quite well. More or less exquisite. Now Naruto, of course, is going to get a power boost out of this, and he's going to become quite strong. Now let's do a time skip. Naruto's been eating at this point for quite a while, and the shinobi in this village have noticed that people have gone missing, and they've noticed that there's bloodstains in their houses, and it seems like they've actually, parts of them have been eaten. We have a cannibal on the loose. I can't believe it, the third Hokage would say. Who would do such a thing? Naruto, of course, is not suspected, other than a few people, Well, you know there's that demon. That demon brat's impenetrable. He certainly does remind me of those, the forbidden kind. No, he wouldn't be. I think I would understand. I think I would understand. No, if one of his parents were ghouls, the third Hokage would say. Now, of course, Naruto is going to continue doing what he did for like the entire period of time, and when he comes around to the age of 13, he's going to end up graduating as per usual. He's except for the fact that he won't. I'm going to say that more or less he's going to still steal the scroll and and all that, and get the Shadow Clone Jutsu. But I don't think Iruka Sensei. I think he's going to be much more agile, much faster, and he would probably find Mitsuki or whatever his name is and kill him first. Then he would return the scroll back to its rightful place and realize that he was duped, but in total essence, he wasn't really duped because he was smarter than that. Now that he has the Shadow Clone Jutsu, he begins to practice it more and more, and he realizes how dangerous it is for him. His high durability and his high. And he also realized this makes it much easier for him if he needs to build up strength. If he needs to go and eat people, technically this could help him. It could help. I don't know if it gives him energy or not, but I believe I'm going to say it does in this one. Now, Naruto is going to be placed on Team 7, of course. They announce Naruto Uchiha, Sasuke Haruno. I mean, Sasuke Uchiha, Naruto Uzumaki, Sasuke Uchiha, and Sakura Haruno. Now, this team is going to. Naruto's going to differ in personality, of course. People are scared of him. They don't bother talking to him. He doesn't pull pranks, and he's quite intimidating. He's much more physically capable. He's around the size of Sasuke, except a little more muscular. Now, when they go up to announce themselves and how to introduce themselves, everyone else is the same, and Sakura just ignores Naruto altogether. Now, Naruto would say, well, let's see. I I enjoy eating. Eating is quite delicious. Kind of gets a mischievous look in his eye. I dislike when I dislike ramen. I hate ramen. It's one of the most disgusting things I've ever tasted. Kakashi's taken aback by this. I've never heard a kid say that. Usually kids enjoy ramen. And my goals for the life are more or less just to continue living the way I have. And that's about it. Now Kakashi doesn't see much wrong with this. And he tells them about the bell test and says to come the next day without eating. So, of course, Naruto is going to listen to this, and when he comes, he's going to end up squaring off with Kakashi the same way he did before. Well, alright, Kakashi. It's you versus me. That's kind of foolish, Naruto. You don't think you're a little full of yourself? Not at all. I think I could take you, he says with a smile on his face. Kakashi now is kind of curious by this. He says, alright then, and he begins to put away his book. Suddenly, Naruto just vanishes from his sight and is right behind him. But Kakashi pulled up his headband fast enough to dodge a blow from Naruto. He goes in and provides a kick to Naruto's gut, but then he realizes Naruto's not even affected by this. Naruto just tanks it, and if anything, his leg was hurt more. What are you made of, steel? He says out loud. Naruto just laughs. As he grabs a kunai and then he stabs himself, Kakashi is astonished by this, but then he watches as the kunai just breaks. His mouth just drops with just pure astonishment. How is that even possible? Are you even human? Naruto kind of scoffs. Of course I'm human. Well, half human, he says under his breath. Then he disappears from Kakashi's vision again and actually lands a blow straight to his head, sending Kakashi flying into a tree. Kakashi gets up immediately. That was one of the hardest blows I've ever taken. This kid is no joke. I'm gonna have to fight with killer intent. He rushes towards Naruto, begins swinging down his kunai. Of course, he knows it won't do as much effect, but he begins slamming it down. Naruto just tanks the hit. Then he proceeds to grab Kakashi's arm and slam him to the floor. Kakashi actually kicks Naruto back, and he has two shadow clones rushing in from the sides. Now Naruto saw this coming. Shadow clone jutsu. 5 shadow clones appear. Not as durable, but they are durable enough. They can tank hits from a few hits from the kunai without any problem. So they begin fighting against Kakashi, and they're a good distraction as Naruto then begins to sprout something from his lower back. Blood squirts out everywhere, and suddenly he has those like arm type things that that Kaneki sort of had. Some people had the wings. I'm gonna say his are more or less kind of like Kaneki's. He rushes towards with I'm gonna say about 4 to 5 of them. He rushes forward and he stabs Kakashi straight through the gut with it. And as Kakashi's hanging in the air, he begins to sort of like let the blood drip into his mouth. Kakashi's astonished by this. What are you? Naruto sets him down and then begins to back away. I'm just Naruto Uzumaki, of course. As he begins to lick his fingers with the residual blood of Kakashi. Sasuke and Sakura were watching this, and they're completely terrified by this. But then Kakashi realizes he doesn't have the bells on him. Naruto's holding them in his other hand. Seems I won. Indeed you did, Naruto. That's going to be the end of this What If. If you guys enjoyed, please hit the subscribe button, turn on post notifications, smash the like button. If you guys want a part 2, please do the steps I just stated. That's about it. Thanks for watching.